Hello, we're gonna get going on day 81 of Blueprints. Let's do it. Let's get it going. Okay, so day 80 was a pretty significant day. I didn't realize how significant day 80 was going to be. Day 79 was very short and disappointing is the word, I guess. It was so short and disappointing, or it seemed so at that time, I should say, that I just like rolled directly into day 80. So 79 and 80 got released as a single, installment, right? Single video. But if I had realized how significant and how long day 80 was going to be, I would have made them two separate recordings. So my apologies. If you had to, my apologies for the fact that in order to see me run through day 80, which is a productive, significant day, you have to, watch or skip past the first chapter of day 79 in the same video. But regardless, let's pick up our allowance and let's get going. Where we're at, I need to solve the billiard room 2 more times. So hopefully today and day 82, but 2 more times. I'm likely to do that before I'm likely to succeed at, the drafting strategy sweepstakes challenge. So that's something we're going to work on. Also, we got, from day 80, we got some new clues. One particularly from a new clue. So we know now that we need to, the message we decoded was turn scorched sundial base, and we decoded that from a new clue. So that tells me that we need like a burning glass and then go out to the apple orchard where that sundial is and heat up the base with this burning glass and then turn it, right? So that's how I'm interpreting that clue. The other thing we got, because day 80 we found the safe house, and that really unlocked it. It gave us a sanctum key, so we only have one more sanctum key to find. Plus, it unlocked. It gave us a metro map, which unlocked the puzzle in a new clue, and it gave us a picture of a crack in a wall, which implies that we maybe need to bust through said wall with a like a power hammer. So I need to identify which room has that wall and then maybe get a power hammer. So that's another thing to work on, right? And we also need to solve the chess puzzle, which requires drafting a particular combination of rooms. So I am going to go pick my outbuilding first for the day. Basically, I'm not going to wait and get reroll die because depending upon the outbuilding, it might have an all-day benefit, or it might lead me in a direction. It might give me something starting, special items that might lead me in a direction, and I don't have a particular outbuilding that I need today that I'm aware of. Not going to do the hovel, not going to do the schoolhouse, so I will do the shelter. Last couple times I've done the hovel, it's turned out to be a mistake. I've regretted it. We're basically, it's okay if we ended the day in the sauna and have 90 steps, then we can maybe do the hovel, but if we've only got 70 steps, doing the hovel really hurts us. Alrighty. So we're going to get into this computer and I'm just going to take a look at this radiation. I don't know what to do with the radiation levels, honestly. Okay, 0.08. Okay. And then we were told that whenever we trigger an experiment, it increases the radiation. We were also told if the radiation gets to 12, not 0.12, but 12, which seems pretty high, then all the doors will unlock. But there have been days where I've had the experiment trigger many times and it's not unlocked all the doors. So it must be exceedingly difficult to get an experiment that triggers that many times. So that's not something we're really working to try to do, but I am going to go ahead and start the lab experiment because I'm here and might as well. So we're going to start today's lab experiment. Now, because we've got the shelter, we are protected from the effects of the first 3 red rooms we encounter today, which is good. Immediately would be once right now while drafting if you draw a drawing room floor plan, which would be conditionally maybe once, certainly not more than once. We generally draft the drawing room, but it's like if I was going to do this, I'd just do it immediately because it's once either way. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to immediately... I'm just going to immediately gain 1 star. I don't think I want 3 aquariums in today's draft pool. Oh, that's another thing we need to do. We need to get a shovel. We need to get a shovel, a drained aquarium, and a patio, and an archives, and then like dig in a particular spot of the patio, and it might relate to a file cabinet in the archives. That's another thing that we can try to work on. I'll go ahead and add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. 3 aquariums is not a bad amount. I just don't want to flood my draft pool with aquariums because I might be trying to do chess puzzle today. Or getting magnifying glass and metal detector so that I can, and workshop so that I can make a burning glass. So, but 3 aquariums is not a bad amount of aquariums to have. Okay, I'm starting with a master key and a lockpick, which the lockpick is useless given that we have a master key. Because we ended the day 80 with a moon pendant, and it gives us these 2 items. This one's really useful, and then this one is useless given that we have the master key. Because lockpick does not work on trunks, and it does not work on lockers. Right, so I don't think there's anything a lockpick can open that the master key can't open, which is basically doors. So, whatever, but we've got a master key at least. I need to get over and make sure that I make a note that we need the drained aquarium, before I forget about it, a drained aquarium with patio and archives. And this is a good day to get the archives and shovel, because if we get the archives today, it's a good day to get the archives because it has 4 doorways, has the file cabinets and all that. Can transmit power from the boiler room and all that good stuff. But we, if it's in the first 3 red rooms that we draft today, we will be protected from the awful downside of the archives, which is that it hides a floor plan out of our 3 on every subsequent pick. But that won't happen today if we get it in our first 3 red rooms. So if it comes up, I need to remember that, and I need to choose it early so that we have that benefit. Not going to do the code check just yet. We will do it then. Having an extra gem is always good. I don't have to worry about keys today. I have a master key. Den is a white pawn room. And if I'm trying to do chess puzzle, that matters. So Den is a white pawn room. Let's go over here. Reading Nook would give us a key. I don't need keys today because I have the master key. Let's go ahead and do commissary for a gem and maybe buy it out, right? Oh, look, we're going to get a shovel. We're going to get good stuff. So sledgehammer, yes, we want it. Compass, yes, we want it. Salt shaker might help with our steps throughout the day. Shovel, yes, we want it. Yeah, we'll buy all that out. So given that we have a shovel, we can try to get the patio and a drain. We should be able to get a drained aquarium because there's like 4 aquariums in today's draft pool. The one that we normally have, plus 3 additionals. So we just need to get a patio and an archives, and then we can chase down that clue. Courtyard is good because we have a shovel. I don't have Florealis at the moment because I haven't done an observatory yet. But it also might have extra item, like a chest, or maybe a metal detector or something. So we're gonna spend the gem on the. It does have a metal detector. Cool. So if we can get a magnifying glass and a workshop, then we can make our burning glass and go out to the sundial. We'll go ahead and dig this up. Okay. Regular keys are kind of pointless today, just like the lockpick is pointless today. I'm gonna go up. We'll do the chapel. We're protected from the negative effects of it, and it gives us doorways. I just want I need to be careful with subsequent red rooms because I want the archives to be one of my protected red rooms, one of the red rooms that I'm sheltered from. And I'm only sheltered from the next 2 red rooms, and aquariums count as red rooms. So I need to be careful and not, draft a bunch of aquariums and then get the archives. Garage, 3 keys I don't need, and it would dead end me and I don't need it. Chapel also gave us a black bishop, and honestly, I do need to do the reading nook at some point so that I get. Not a black bishop, a white bishop, and I do need to do the reading nook at some point because that gives us a white rook. That or the vault, but the reading nook vault's a dead end. Reading nook is not a dead end. I'm going to do the bedroom closet and get 2 items. It won't give me 4 because it's not off of a bedroom. But I would like a magnifying glass or reroll die or more gems. Gem, sleeping mask, okay. That can help with steps today. Alright. I'm going to do the pantry because it leads up. Ooh. I want the observatory. I do. But it's dangerous to dead end right here. Like to not have a doorway right here. But I'm gonna do it, and that just means I need to come through and around over here. Observatory also gives me my white knight, so if I don't pick observatory now, I don't know if it's going to come up again later, and I basically need it because I don't have any other source for a white knight. I don't know where the second white knight, what room the second knight white is, so basically have to have observatory if I'm trying to do chess puzzle today. Do that, do this. Well, we don't really need to keep it. We're going to do that. That. I'm going to hold off on... Well... I do want her ladyship's chamber, which I've had difficulty. I haven't... Last few days, it hasn't let me get her ladyship's chamber, which has the white queen. Now, her ladyship's chamber is a dead-end room. So if I take this and I get the solarium, it increases my odds of getting her ladyship's chamber. Okay, I guess we'll do this. It might be a mistake, honestly. Especially this early in the day, it might be a mistake. Because I've got these doorways, and if it gives me nothing but dead ends, then we'll be screwed, right? I made choices. They're not necessarily the right choices, but I did make choices. Okay. So now I'm going to come over here. Okay. I do want an archives today, so even though this is not a useful spot for the archives, well, Great Hall will give me resources. Archives is likely to come back because it pesters me with the red rooms all the time, so I'm likely to see the archives again. But I can maybe get more gems out of the Great Hall. Master key should open all of these doors. I'll pick these up. Basically, what regular keys are good for are locker room, because master key doesn't work on the lockers. Okay. Do I want to do this space from the entrance hall or from the Great Hall? It's more likely to be a bendy spot than it is to be a straight. So let's just do it from here. I didn't get any gems out of the Great Hall, which is a shame, because that's what I was really kind of hoping for. Alright, so we're going to do the hallway because it gives me up here. Is it saying there's a coin? Oh, there's another key. Okay. I want to connect foundation, but I do not have any redraw, so we'll do this for another doorway, but it hurts. The box with the most words does not have gems. It's true or false. Both statements written on the other boxes are false. That's true or false. There's only one true box. That is true or false. Okay. So if this is true, then this is false. And this is false. In which case, the gems are on one of these two boxes, and then have to count the words. How many words? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is this 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is saying the box with the most words does not have gems. That's saying the black box does not have gems. But if blue box is true and both of these are false, then the gems are in the black box. If this is false, then both of these have to be true. Both statements written on the other boxes are false has to be true. Which is a contradiction. Oh, no, it's not. No, if this is false, this has to be true, and that's not a contradiction. But then, if this is false, they both have to be true, and that makes a contradiction here, because this can't be true and black be true. So therefore, well, wait a minute. No, there is only one true box. Wait a minute. Yeah. So if this was false, both of those would have to be true, but they can't both be true because the white box precludes. So this has to be true. both of these have to be false. And so then, therefore, the gems have to be in the black box. Okay. We're going to do the cloister because we get doors. We don't have Florealis today, but we have a shovel, and we need more doorways. Okay, let's try to connect to the foundation. We're going to do the weight room. We are protected from its effects because of the shelter, but then that means that the next we can't do an aquarium until we do the archives, what that means. Or else we're going to suffer the negative effects of the archives if it's our fourth red room, right? But I don't have a reroll, and I really want to connect up to the foundation. Probably a key or a coin somewhere that it's telling us about. I regret not doing the archives when I had the opportunity. Whoops, nope. I didn't mean to do that. I will open it again. I didn't mean to do that. What is setting off the metal detector? Oh, it's a key right here. I almost hope we get a locker room because otherwise it's a waste of all the keys that we're picking up. So now we can get to the foundation. And before we do that, let's go over here and see what we do over in this area of the house. Now that we've got a couple doorways leading up, we can be less panicky about that. Let's take this solarium. Because it may help us get her ladyship's chamber later. Because her ladyship's chamber is a rare room. Or I think it's rare. Did we work out that it was rare? Her ladyship's chamber is rare, yeah. So solarium should help us with that. I need some reroll die. I don't have any at the moment. Okay, well, we're definitely getting dead-end rooms. So I can't rotate anything, so casino's not really worth 2 gems to me. I don't want to spend the gem on the laundry room. I don't think I'm going... Well, I could turn keys with the laundry room. I could turn keys into gems. Is the dormitory anything that we need? It can help us with steps. I haven't done a compass symbol room yet, so because I didn't do the reading nook yet. We get 5 steps from the sleeping mask. I'll take the dormitory here. Oh, reroll die. Perfect. Dormitory is a black pawn room, but it's so I need it to give me reading nook as an option again because I passed in earlier. We do want billiard room. Billiard room will dead end us in this direction, but I'm not going to pass on the billiard room. Okay. $13, reverse the digits is 31, minus 30 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, times 7. One moment, batteries died in the mouse. They die all the time. I use rechargeable batteries, which don't last as long as non-rechargeable batteries, but I've always got another set on recharge, so overall I spend less money on batteries. Because even with regular batteries, my mouse dies more than any other device in the house. It just runs through the battery so quickly. And they're small batteries, they're AAAs. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so 1 plus 2 is 3, times 7 is 21. Minus 5, 21 minus 5 is 20 minus 4, which is 16. Reverse the digits, 61. Minus 10. 61 minus 10 is 51. Reverse the digits is 15. Three minus a third of 3, which is 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Times 6 is 12. Reverse the digits is 21. Minus a third of 6, which is 2. So 21 minus 2 is 19. Ooh, nice. Key card. So I have a master key and a key card, so I don't even need a security office today because it doesn't matter if I encounter locked doors or security doors. I can handle both. Okay, so that's useful. So I have this one doorway for this corner here, which is maybe okay, but I really do need a reading nook. I'm buying out the commissary was not a bad thing, but passing on the reading nook may have been a mistake. I might not be getting that option back again. Okay. Ooh, this is all bad. The problem with the aquarium is then we can't do the... We need an aquarium today, but if I do it right now, I won't have protection from the archives when I do the archives. I need to save my reroll die for... I want to save my reroll die for her ladyship's chamber, which is so hard to come across. But ooh, this is painful. Damn it! I really should have done the archives right here. I should have done the archives. Yeah, this counts as our third sheltered one. I didn't, oh, I put the water back in the aquarium, so I need a pump room now also, right? Or maybe I just need to dig this spot. Maybe I don't need the pump, maybe I don't need the aquarium drained in order to dig the spot. I thought I'd left the aquarium drained, but maybe I put water back in the aquarium in order to remove water from the reservoir. That might have been what happened. Anywho. We do want an office, because that gives us the white king. Okay. And then now we can go up here. Servants' quarters costs us a gem. It gives us a bunch of keys, which we don't really need. But we would get 5 steps from the sleeping mask. It's a wasted space for the East Wing Hall. But I might just waste it. Well, I don't want to waste that. I don't want to waste the East Wing Hall. I want the East Wing Hall, over here somewhere. But am I willing to spend a gem on servants' quarters? I'm going to do this because I want to save my East Wing Hall. This is a dead-end room, so getting it out of my draft pool in a dead-end space is what I'm spending the gem on. Because if we do a East Wing Hall here, it blocks those doorways, but then I would get the servants' quarters as an option later when I don't want a dead end, right? So that's what I spent the gem on, was just basically to get this out of my draft pool. Okay, we're gonna go to the entrance hall. I can break open the chest. Last time I was in the entrance hall, I should have broken open the chest. I did not. But I should have. Oh, look. Reroll die. Awesome. Oh, and there's the gem. There's gems. Cool. Okay. Okay. We want to go up to the weight room. We're going to do the conference room. But I don't need to step into it yet. I'm going to come over here and I want to do the well, I don't want a dead end, so we're going to do the classroom. Ooh. Okay, I can redraw from the classroom. Okay, here's the archives. That's going to hamper us the rest of the day because I won't be sheltered. But or I could do the walk-in closet and hope for. The problem is I have doorways over here. I need doorways on this side. I'm going to do this, and I'm not sheltered, and that sucks. So now for the rest of the day, there'll be one room, one pick that I won't be able to see. Sucks. I maybe shouldn't have done Draxus the Dead. It was a choice. It was a choice I made. So now I can use gems to rotate rooms, but this is a dead end here, so now I have to see what I can do over here. I need the patio now, so that if I dig something up, I can check out one of the filing cabinet. There's like more than 3 filing cabinets, but it showed the middle of like 3 filing cabinets. Do any of these... Oh well. But where's the doorway that I need to do? That's over here. Yeah, we've already looked at all that. There's nothing else sitting in any in the alcove. Sometimes there's an extra gem or key or something in one of these pigeon holes, or dove holes, I should say. But not this time. Well, we don't want any of that. So, I guess we're spending 2 gems on whatever this is. Well, that's the casino, and that's a waste. I mean, I'll go pick up the coins, but that's a waste. I could maybe try to get gems back again. Oh, 4 keys. Well, I didn't need that many keys. I can only do 1 spin today, so... Okay. Well, I have managed to really screw up this side of the house, so it doesn't look like I'm getting her ladyship's chamber today. I'd have to get all the way back over here and then come down. That's a tall order, especially with the archives in play. Archives in play is really killing me. And it's all because I did not choose weight room here, or archives here. So it now became, and I chose aquarium here, so it now became number 4 instead of number 3 of my red rooms. Such a mistake on my part, but ugh. I have 2 doorways, here and here. Alright, so I'm gonna come up here. Let's do this doorway first. I would like a magnifying glass, but I'd also like another doorway. Let's see what this gives me. It does not give me a magnifying glass. Alright. That was a bit of a waste then. Now I have 1 doorway. Rotunda is too expensive, gem-wise. Let me see. Let me check my notes. It might be that is patio one of the ones that can only be on the edge? Yeah, patio can only be on the edge. So doing a secret passage isn't gonna get me patio. And I've already done cloister, so I've already done courtyard. So the safest bet here is the boiler room. Well, I could do secret passage. I could choose hallway. Like, yeah, and then it might give me east hallway. All right, we're gonna do secret passage, and we're going to choose hall. The other one might have, the hidden one might have been east hallway, but I was not able to know that to be the case. From here, we'll do boiler room. This is saying I missed a coin. Okay. From here, dark room, I wouldn't see my options at all, but I don't know what this is. I've only got 2 gems, so I need to be sparing with my gems. Alright. The one that doesn't cost a gem. Oh, okay, now we can turn on the dark room. We're going to leave the key card entry on because we've got a key card and otherwise we won't be able to get through it. So now I can see my pick down here, which is good. Well, I say see. I guess I can't see what this is. We're gonna choose this. Oh, great. It froze everything. It froze everything. Freezer. Well, that sucked. That sucks. No more spending gems. Not for rerolls, not... Alexa, stop. Well, mailroom might have a magnifying glass, but that's only going to matter if I can also get a... well, here's the thing. Chamber of Mirrors is basically a dead end with no benefit. So, we're all of our hopes off of this one doorway here, I guess. Okay, this is giving us a magnifying glass. So if I can get a workshop, I can salvage something from today. This would take us here. It doesn't take us over here. I'm going to spend, I don't know what this is. It could be a dead end. I'm going to spend a redraw. I have to spend another redraw. Well, I can't afford this. I have to spend my last redraw. Well, I have no more doorways, and I can't do this. So, I have no gems, so I have no choice but to do this room, which is going to thaw out my assets when I walk in, which I should not have walked in because I should have kept those assets for the next day. There was no reason to thaw those out. So I'll just walk over and go back into the freezer, refreeze them. There's nothing else for me to do today, so I'll refreeze my assets. I could go collect a bunch of coin, maybe, and then refreeze, but I don't care. I want to just start the next day and hope that it's a better day than, or a more successful day than today was. But I did a billiard room today, so. There's no particular room I need to be in. Is there a bedroom that I want to test out? No. So. I'm going to lose all those nice items. I had the master key, I had the key card, I had the magnifying glass, metal detector, sledgehammer. I had all the good stuff. I'm going to lose it all. Okay, we're going to call it a day. My only accomplishment for today was I did a billiard room. But hey, that's something. So this was day 81. I'm gonna call it. And okay, this is Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center of the Dead. 5 green rooms, 4 shop rooms, 12 dead end rooms. Total rooms 36. Rank reached 9. Steps taken 72. Items found 8. Okay. I'm going to go right into day 82. And hope. Okay, so we've got extra gems, extra coin because we froze our assets at the end of day 81. We are okay. We only need to solve the billiard room one more time, and we're certainly going to do that before we can do a trophy of drafting. So the goals for day 82 are basically the same as the goals were for day 81. Let's just hope that we're more successful with those goals. We make better choices. Like I maybe should have waited, and what I should have done with the observatory is not triggered Draxus the Dead immediately. I should have just come back to the observatory right before I was trying to do her ladyship's chamber and then do Draxus the Dead at that time, right? The tomb will give us some reroll die, so that's probably a good thing to do. Let's some coin and some reroll die. Go over here, get the reroll die. I don't have any starting item. I didn't get a showroom. Didn't get a moon pendant or anything. Pick up these coins, and I'll spend the couple extra steps to open this doorway down here for getting back to the tomb from the underground if we need to. And that's only if, like, probably will only need to, like, if I need to conveniently go pick up more coin. Which is not very likely. We got 208 coin right now. Alright, but starting the day with 4 gem is good. I just don't have a master key like I did day 81, so I gotta worry about my key situation today. We're gonna do a conference room. And one moment. We're definitely gonna do the reading nook because that is a white rook for us. And I shouldn't have passed on it day 81. I should not have passed on that. Don't really need the library other than, well, I don't need a doorway over to here. So I'm just going to do the tunnel so I can get up a little higher. I don't have a shovel, so the dig spots don't mean anything at the moment. I don't want a dead end right now. But I do need keys and things, so I don't want to spend my redraw. And the question is, do I want to tunnel up higher? I'll just dead end right here. It's fine. I say it's fine. It's probably not, but you know. I just need I need another key and gem. Not the coins as much, but okay, let's hope this does a little bit better. Okay. So commissary, I could buy out the commissary, but then I'd be dead-ended here and have only these two doorways. So let's spare bedroom instead of the commissary. Then gives me a gem. It goes over here. I want to get up, so let's do corridor. Although, see, both, well, these will probably come up again. Parlor and den will probably come up again. We are hoping. Let's do workshop because, you know, we might end up wanting the workshop. I'm gonna hold off on spending keys at the moment. No, I'm here. I'll spend this key. Passageways, 2 gems, but it gives me doorways I can use, so we're gonna do that. Okay, parlor is good. It's going to give us 2 gems, and it gives us a spot where her ladyship's chamber could go, but we want to maybe get more reroll die before we attempt that. So we won't trigger that door, but we will just go ahead and do the parlor. Ooh, magnifying glass. Awesome. So if we can get a metal detector, we've got a workshop already. So we can maybe get a metal detector from either a courtyard or a commissary. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. Well, that's either true or false, and B does appear twice on this box. The blue box contains gems, and B does appear twice here. So the gems could be in this box if that statement is true and this statement is false. All statements that contain more than one B are true. That's either true or false. Well, all statements that contain more than one B are true. If this is true, the problem is then all 3 boxes would be true, because then if this is true, then both of those boxes would be true as well. And so then all 3 would be true. And we know that can't be the case. So this has to be false. All statements that contain more than one B are true is false. So that means that one of these two, because this only contains one B, So this is false, and one of these others is false. So only one of these is true. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gem. So either this is true, and the black box is false, or... Okay, so if this is true, the letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems, and this is false, then the gems are in the black box. If this is true, and the gems are in here, then this would have to also be true, but that can't be the case. So the gems must be in the black box, because this has to be the false statement. Okay. We are not triggering that doorway yet. We want that to be her lady. We want this to be her ladyship's chamber, but we need some more reroll die and maybe insularium and other things to make that more probable. Let's try to go. Well, we can't go over here because it's a security door. Before we try going up, let's go down this part of the house. Let's try going over here. Yeah, let's do security. We can do a couple things in security. We haven't missed anything. Keycard system. Low, confirm setting. Change offline mode. Unlocked. Setting. Back. Turn the security menu. Log in the network. We'll start our lab experiment for the day. We have a sledgehammer, so adding chests to the entrance hall can be useful. Gaining a key, gem, or die randomly could be useful. I don't really need to add 1 gold to my allowance. We will be spending 2 or more gems on drafting rooms, I'm sure. Let's add small chest to the entrance hall. Okay. And then we want to go over here. We want the office that gives us the white king. Oh, it has a chest that I can bust open. And put a chest in the entrance hall. Lockpick kit, that's good. Maybe. Potentially helpful. I spread gold. It's all going to go to the conference room. And where's the conference room? Well, here, I can already find out exactly how much gold went to the conference room because I can do this. And I can ask security. And it will tell me how much gold's basically been put in the conference room. Okay, I missed a gem somewhere. Oh, the gem is in this room. I'm going to pick it up here in a moment. 1 trunk in the entrance hall, 22 coin in the conference room. Got it. All right, so yeah, we'll pick up this gem. And go over here. So I have a white rook, a white pawn. I have the white rook from here, the white pawn from here, white king from here. I need the observatory. It's the only way I can get a white knight. I need an observatory. I need her ladyship's chamber. And then I need either the chapel or the attic. And then I'll have at least one example of all chess pieces. And the chess set down in the precipice only has 1 chess piece of each type, so maybe that's enough. We have a workshop today, so we really want a okay, so we said we wanted the chapel. I don't care that it's going to cost me coin. That's the least of my worries. So this gives me the white bishop. So that's good. I do need the observatory. Dining room is good. Before I get up to the dining room, I'm just going to maybe come back this way and like zigzag. So it gives me 10 extra steps. This gives me a doorway up to here, but I can already get to here from here. So let's do the quest bedroom. It takes that dead end room out of my draft pool, is what it does. Okay, car keys, which is helpful if I get a garage. So then I'll do this. Because we want to like maybe pick up that chest along the way anyway. Hoping for keys or reroll die. Okay, silver key, gem. Really, I need any and all of the resources. I need all the things. Courtyard is good. I don't have a shovel, but it might have either a chest or a metal detector. I'd really like a metal detector, so let's do this. It does not have a metal detector, doesn't have a shovel. This was a waste of a gem because the doorways are also wasted. There's nothing I can do here. Just total waste of a gem. Okay. Well, that we don't want to waste gems, but that's what it is. I've got enough coin. I'm not going to spend the extra steps to go to the conference room right now to pick up the 2 extra steps to go pick up those coins. Because I'll probably have to come up over here later anyway. So let's just go. Back to security. Back here. Back to the dining room. Pick this up. They're giving us a salt shaker. Do I already have a salt shaker? I do not. That was the prior day when I bought out the commissary. Alrighty. I want to do this doorway first. Observatory. Definitely the observatory. Give me good stuff. Gems. Okay. Apple sale. Okay, this is good stuff. A key, 5 gems. Rooms with 4 doors, blah, blah, blah. It's all good. But we also, it's a white knight room. So now, if I can get her ladyship's chamber over here, then I will have one example of all of the white pieces and maybe can attempt the chess puzzle today. Archives would be bad. Dead ending is bad. So I guess I'm spending 3 gems on the rotunda, even though I don't want to. It's just, the archives is so bad. All right. We want to get over the foundation. Okay. So go over here. Okay, so that's a security door. This is a security door that we can't get past. What can we do here? It's a wasted space for the hallway, but it does give us a key. I don't really need the great... it's a wasted space for the Great Hall. I don't have enough keys to really open up the Great Hall. But I don't want to spend 3 gems on the cloister, and I don't want to spend a reroll die. So... I think we're just going to waste the hallway for a key. And we can't get through this doorway yet, so we're going back to the rotunda. And then from the rotunda, we could go up. We could go over. I don't really need to go back to the dining room to get here, because I can get to here from the rotunda. So, we're just going to go back to the rotunda. So here's the thing with the music room, it gives us keys, it costs 2 gems. Boudoir is good. That gives us a gem and 2 reroll die. And it points up. I mean, I can rotate any of these rooms, so I could make the music room point up. But the free gem and 2 reroll die is good. Maybe worth more than spending 2 gems on a major and minor key. Because I really need my rerolls. I need to increase my rerolls. Here's the reroll die. Dice. Alright, so now let's do this. More likely to draw green rooms. We do want aquarium and patio at some point. If I do the telescope, I could get another key, 5 more gems. Like if I did the code check. Either of these rooms giving me a doorway here doesn't help. I already have a doorway here from the rotunda. The extra, do I want to use the telescope today? I will do greenhouse. Maybe regret it. Just making sure I haven't missed anything. One of the outer rooms has this behind a false wall, so I need the power hammer for one of the outer rooms. Okay. But this also has a couple of these Florealis flowers, even though it's not a Florealis day with the observatory, but that's still good. Oh, shovel. Right there, right in front of my face. So, dig up stuff with the shovel now. Which is helpful if I get patio. Maybe. Oh, I don't need to go here. I need to go, where do I need to go? Oh, is this not a doorway? Oh, it is a doorway. Oh, so it opens up a new doorway. Okay. Well, that sucks, because this will block this doorway. Losing half my steps really would hurt. But here's the problem. This requires a key card, and this one of these two requires a key card. I want the solarium, it's just that's a really bad spot for it. But I guess we're gonna take the solarium. I don't think both of these were security doors. One of these was a security door. This is a security door, so I have to rely on the other one. Yeah, so I didn't realize this opened up like a doorway here now. So now that we broke through this wall, there's a permanent door here. Okay. It reveals a doorway for the greenhouse. Is that reflected in our room directory? Green room? Yeah, I guess it is now. Yeah. Okay. Where am I trying to go? This way. Back to the rotunda to take us back to the observatory. Because going to the foundation won't help us at all at the moment. Right. Okay. So back here to go back to the chapel, down to the office. Yep. Okay. Here. More reroll die. Good, good, good. I'll go to the conference room. I'll pick up coins while I'm here. No reason not to pick up the coins. Alrighty. Then basically what we're doing is we're just going to go through the spare bedroom all the way up to the passageway and hope that we can continue our mansion from one of these two doorways. I guess when I was here, I should have ducked into the foundation just to dig up the spots with the shovel that I acquired in the greenhouse, but I didn't, and I'm not going to go back for it now. But before I go up here, I'll go back to the courtyard and dig up those spots just in case there's a key. I should have thought of that before. Okay. I have a shovel now. All right, that makes up for the extra steps I've wasted. So there was no chest or metal detector or anything today. I really like a metal detector. I've yet to see the commissary. If I see a commissary, maybe it will sell me a metal detector, because I have a workshop. I'm telling you things you already know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to combine here. Yet, you know. Okay, so security door to here, but we can go this way. We're going to use the... I think this is a good spot for the silver key. Let's do the cloister. It's 3 gems, but it gives us a bunch of doorways. And some dig spots. It would be better if we had Florealis today, but we don't. But that's fine. All 3 are regular doors. Let's try going over here first. See if we can get maybe a garage. No garage. Walk-in closet might have a metal detector. Aquarium. What's this gonna do? Don't want to spend a gem just yet. Okay. Okay, nice. Extra gem. If I do secret passage, I could maybe get a patio, which I only need if I then get an aquarium. And, well, no, I don't necessarily need the aquarium. What I need is I would need the archives, right? But, well, okay, here's the thing. West Wing would give me a door here, but I have a door here from the cloister, so I don't need the West Wing hall here. So I'll do the secret passage, even though it costs me a gem. I'm gonna pick green and hope for a patio. Did the secret passage have a dig spot? It did not. Okay, no dig spot. Okay. No patio, so I will take the courtyard for free. Okay, that gives us a chest. It did not give us a metal detector. I'd really like a metal detector. I passed on the commissary once, I think, and it hasn't come up again, and that's sad. Dinner bell rang. That's all the way over here, though, so. Let's do this. Okay. Key, gem. Okay. This corner. Do the pantry. Yeah, let's do the pantry. I'm not going to spend the key right there at the moment. I cannot afford the throne room. We'll do the closet. Gem and reroll. I have a lot of reroll. And I have a solarium. So when I come down here, it better give me her ladyship's chamber. That's what I'm saying. But for now, let's go over here. I have plenty of steps at the moment. Well, let's do this. This might be a dead end spot. The pool would give us a couple chests and a doorway. The archives we might need if we dig up the patio, but it's less likely that we're going to dig up the patio because we'd have to get basically all the way back over here. So let's do this. The den gives us a guaranteed gem, but this might give us more keys and gems and reroll die and stuff. Oh, the pool's not empty. Did I fill the pool? I might have filled the pool. Let's find out. I filled the pool, so I can't get to those chests. But I could maybe get a pump room and pump it out again. Ooh. Do I use a key here? I think I do. Let's wait. Come over here. Okay, give us a key back. Good. Okay, clock tower. Each time you dig in a room, all doors of that room are unlocked. We're kind of past where that's useful, the kennel. But the clock tower costs a gem. The kennel does not cost a gem. I don't think I want to spend the gem on the clock tower. So we're doing the kennel. No extra items. Might as well dig up the spots here in the foundation in case we get some more keys. A coin, not a key. There's a key. Okay. Hopefully worth the extra steps to get that key. Use a key. If I do the commissary, I'm not doing any other rooms over here. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I'd really like... I'm really hoping it's going to sell me a metal detector. It is not going to sell me a metal detector. Well, that was a waste. So I don't have any doorways over here. So I can use a key here. And then I just go over here and see if I can do the chess puzzle today. By getting Her Ladyship's chamber. But I didn't get a metal detector. So even though I have a workshop and a magnifying glass, I won't be doing a burning glass to yeah. Man, I did 2 courtyards, no metal detector. I did the commissary, no metal detector. I did a bedroom closet, no metal detector. Did not want to give me a metal detector today. I've might come down to the entrance hall first in case there's more chests giving me more reroll die before I come over here. I've got enough steps to do all that, so let's do that. We're going to come all the way down to where? No, we have to come. Well, I guess I could go. I'll go out. Yeah, I can come here and go outside, and then come in. Yeah. But first, let's go over here first and see what this is. So sad. So sad. Commissary useless to us. And I forgot that I had refilled the pool. I forgot that I'd done that. So that was a waste of, yeah, the pool was a waste. I should have done the den instead of the pool. Den will give me another gem, which I don't particularly need at this point. It might have a chest, though. Classroom, casino are less likely to have chests. Casino, I could gamble once for, but no, I can't. I don't have enough gems to do the casino or anything. So we're going to do the den. The gem it gives me is maybe pointless. Is there a chest in here? There is not. This is another white pawn room. At any rate. So now I'm going to... well, I need to go to the Dovecote regardless. Okay. I need to go to the cloister regardless, I should say. Now from here, I could go 1, 2, 3 outside, come back in here. Or I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so let's go over here. And I'm just checking to see if there's chests in the entrance, although give me more reroll die. And I can pop into security, see if I've missed anything. If I'm worried about my steps, I can come up to the dining room and eat dinner. But I don't think I'm worried about my steps. So, trying to go to the aquarium. Aquarium to the kennel to the foundation. Frustrating. No metal detector. And I couldn't get a patio. I couldn't get over to this side of the house. Yeah, commissary. I was waiting the rest the whole day to get the commissary. Assuming that because I had a sledgehammer and a shovel, it would sell me a metal detector, but no. Commissary typically will sell either, sledgehammers, shovels, metal detectors, or 2 of the 3. Today it was willing to sell me none of that. I probably will go eat dinner, just so I don't have to worry about my steps. Okay, so there is a chest here. It's just coin. That's disappointing. I wanted reroll die. We're gonna go to security on our way to the dining room. Yes. 2 trunks that are in the pool that I can't access, 10 coin that are probably in the conference room. Conference room or tomb, one or the other, but it doesn't matter. Probably the conference room. Let's go eat dinner. Have dinner. All right, we've got 42 steps. So now, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. We had an allowance quest, but we never opened this door. We didn't get a secret garden. We didn't do a great hall. Well, the great hall would open this door over here. We didn't do a secret garden. We did not do a mechanarium. That's fine. I don't need the allowance quest. Just another wasted opportunity for the day, though. Okay, so I've got I did not pick up the diary key out of the tomb, which I probably should have done, but that's fine. Redraw. Redraw. I need her ladyship's chamber. Come on. Unless the attic is going to give me a metal detector. But I want her ladyship's chamber. It's not going to give me her ladyship's chamber. I could spend the next 3 rerolls and it will not. I'm going to attempt it with the study. The reason why I'm going to attempt it with the study is because the study gives the black queen, and I'm going to hope that a queen is a queen. It's probably not going to work, though. But it is a black queen, so it's a queen. It's not the white queen, but it wasn't going to give me her ladyship's chamber. For whatever reason, it's just no longer going to give me her ladyship's chamber. Solarium was supposed to be more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms, spend a bunch of rerolls. I've had that multiple days in a row. I've had the Solarium and rerolls, and it doesn't give me her ladyship's chamber. So now I'm going to see if I can go to, if the Black Queen will suffice, and if I can do the chess puzzle. I could have chosen the attic, and it might have given me a metal detector, but that was a real gamble, so I didn't. We made our choices. Let's see if we can accomplish anything today. I didn't do billiard room today. I didn't see billiard room, so that's not. So we may have accomplished nothing today. If we don't solve chess puzzle, then we have accomplished nothing today. Some more money we do not need. All right, we're gonna attempt the chess puzzle. I just don't like my odds on it because I don't have the white queen. So here's hoping that these are not neither white nor black, but gray, and just it doesn't matter. So the king goes here. The queen goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here, and the rook goes here. Well, it accepted that. We'll see. Okay, bishop here, knight there, pawn over here. Ooh, and this is where we could break down the wall. This is the wall that we can break down with a power hammer. Let me take a photo of this, or a screenshot of this. So, okay, we solved the chess puzzle, and we did not need her ladyship's chamber. We just needed one of each chess piece type. I made it more complicated than it needed to be, apparently. Precipice chess puzzle room. And it's saying resilience of the rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corners of your house. Except this power? Not yet. Okay, you may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms of your house. Okay. Piety of the bishop. You do not have to pay tithes. Instead, gain 30 coins the first time you enter chapel each day with this power. Except this power? No, money's not my issue anymore. Banner of the king. Each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. No, but this is in contention. I mean, that's powerful. Gambit of the queen. Each time you draft a room on the queen side, west wing of your house, lose 5 steps and gain 1 key. That can really hurt. We could run out of steps real quickly. Draft a room on the queen side of your house. Lose 5 steps and gain. And this is permanent power, so we could have a master key and not need keys, and it would be costing us 5 steps for every room on the west side. So that's bad. Mantle of the Night. Add the armory to your draft pool. Probably need to do that, because otherwise, how are we going to get the armory, right? Ambition of the Pawn. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. Gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. So King, Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. So until the... Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. So not the King. Bishop, Queen might be useful, but we have to get to the, when you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. Gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. Rook is a useful power. King is a useful power. Queen is very situationally useful. Knight, we don't know what the armory does. I think we'll do pawn, and then we can experiment with like the knight, like getting the armory that way. And the rest of the time we could do like rook. Well, we could usually do rook power, right? And we could potentially do queen if we were really hurting for keys. Don't know what the armory does. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes over here, and I mean, I'm updating my notes to say that, hey, you know, we've solved the chess puzzle, but I'm delaying picking the benefit. I'm like, I don't know what the armory does. I don't want to look up what the armory does. But I think, like, if it's just going to be a room that clutters up our house every day, it could be a red room for all I know, you know. Sounds militaristic. It sounds red. So if I did the night, I might have another red room all the time to contend with. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. You know what? It told me. It told me. It's a shop of some kind. It's not red because it's putting this in color. Add the armory, so it's a gold, so it's a shop of some kind. I don't know what I would buy there. So the pawn's like the most versatile, but it only comes into play once we get to rank 8, which we want to get to anyway to trigger dinner, right? So that would change our strategy to, instead of going out to the edges, out to the corners, kind of weave our way up early in the day to get to rank 8, then and choose our pawn power for the day, or choose our chess piece power for the day, and then do the rest of the house. I can see that being beneficial. So we'll do the pawn. Cool, but we did the chess. Okay, and now, but we need to come back here and break open this wall. We need to break open this wall with the power hammer and see what that does. Yeah. Cool, we solved the chess puzzle. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so that was an accomplishment that I've been trying to do for a while. All right. Cool. All right. Well, that was an accomplishment. I can stop worrying about trying to get her ladyship's chamber all the damn time. We've done the chess. We solved the chess puzzle. I don't think there's really anything more for us to do today. Should I end the day in a particular room? I don't have a planetarium. I could end the day in the spare bedroom, see if that has any effect on the following day. I doubt it will, but you know, I can give that a shot. All right, so that's what we accomplished. So we accomplished something today. That's good. I need to call somebody back. But anyway, we're just going to go in the day in the spare bedroom just to see if that had what effect that might have on anything tomorrow. Per her ladyship's diary, sometimes sleeping in a different bedroom has an effect. So we're just doing science. And we'll just end the day here. All right, that was successful. We did the chess puzzle. All right, we're gonna call it a day. Mount Holly Garden Menagerie, 6 green rooms, the kennel, dovecote, aquarium. Total rooms 36, rank reached 9, steps taken 134, items found 12. But more importantly, what we accomplished today was we did the chess puzzle. I was making it much harder than it needed to be. I was really thinking, well, first I spent most of 80, I spent the first, 60 days convinced, 60, 70 days convinced that before I could do the chess puzzle, I had to have all 32 chess rooms on the map at once. Because this game is hard in many ways, so I really thought it needed me to have like all 16 white chess rooms, all 16 black chess piece rooms, then go down and do the chess puzzle. And I was like, before I can even do that, I have to identify all the rooms. So I could have probably solved the chess puzzle much, much sooner. And then once someone, like, hey, you should give the chess puzzle a try, and they knew I didn't have all the chess piece puzzle rooms, then I was like, okay, well, maybe I just need one of each of the white. And it wasn't even that hard. I just needed to have one each white or black, as it turns out, because the study was a black queen. All the others were white, but the study was a black queen, and that does it. So I could have solved this, 20 days into Blueprints, but I'm doing it on day 82 instead. Late to the party, that's me. Okay, but anyway, thank you for being with me for day 82. We will see you for day 83. Have a good one. Bye.